Do you think that you have to have a green thumb to grow roses? Well, it turns out you don't. Here's our gardening expert, Doug Jimerson, to explain.
I'm Doug Jimerson with Better Homes and Gardens magazine. Early spring is a great time to plant roses. And one of the easiest ways to start roses is from bare root roses. Bare root roses come to you in the mail or at your local garden center. They're basically the roots packed in moist packing material. Here's an example of one I've opened already, and you can see the new growth coming out of the root. Once you've unpacked your rose, plunge it into a bucket of water and leave it there for 8 hours before you plant. Your goal is to rehydrate the rose before it goes into the ground. Bare root rose we plant in the ground or in containers. Here's a bare root rose we planted 3 weeks ago in this pot. You can see how the leaves have already developed and started to grow. We've added a layer of compost over the surface of the soil to make maintenance easier. If you want to plant a bare root rose in the ground, here's how to do it. First, you want to find a garden location that gets at least 6 to 8 hours of sun a day. Then, use a sharp spade to dig your hole. You want to dig a hole deep enough and wide enough to accommodate the roots of each of your plants. Spread your roots out a little bit, gently, and then start to backfill. Placing the soil around the plant. As you're planting, make sure to press down on the soil to eliminate air pockets. If you're planting a hybrid tea or a grandiflora, make sure the graft is about 1 inch above the soil level. And when you're done, give it a good watering. Early spring is a great time to check your roses for winter damage. Here's a rose we planted last spring that had some damage over the winter from the cold temperatures. The bottom part of the cane, which is green, is developing new growth and will come back this summer. The upper part of the cane is black and is dead and needs to be removed. Always use a sharp pair of pruning shears and cut at a 45-degree angle. Large, older shrub roses also need pruning in the spring. Want to remove the hips and old flower stalks to make the rose look nicer and to promote spring bloom. Planting and pruning your roses now will give you big dividends in your garden this summer. I'm Doug Jimerson with Better TV.
Thanks a lot, Doug. And to get more tips on gardening, you can go to the Gardening channel on Better.tv.